freely. We move both physically and in life. They are the first element of the entire musculoskeletal system. The feet are the foundation of our body's support. They provide stability and balance and directly affect how easily and freely we move both physically and in life. They are the first element of the entire musculoskeletal system. Each foot contains dozens of joints and hundreds, if not thousands, of receptors. There are also fasciae, which continue into the myofascial lines throughout the nut's body. We will approach the feet not as something that simply needs to be massaged, but as living tissue, with which it is important to establish a gentle, mindful connection. Although the course is dedicated to the feet, other areas will also be involved: the muscles of the lower leg, or thighs, buttocks, pelvic floor, and even the muscular system of the abdomen. The fact is, the entire body is involved in the walking pattern, including the torso and shoulder girdle. That's why we will be working with integrated connections rather than isolated areas. It is precisely this comprehensive approach that can lead to profound changes in the body. The position of the pelvis becomes more balanced, anterior pelvic tilt and hyperlordosis are corrected, and pain in the lower back and neck is reduced or even disappears. Regarding pain in the lower back and neck, this is a very common problem, and its causes are not always located where the pain is felt. Often the source can be deeper. It may lie in the internal organs or even in the feet. Why? Because there are many blind spots in the feet. In other words, these are areas that the body does not sense and accordingly does not control. And in order to somehow compensate for this weak or blind spot, the body is forced to engage the muscles and structures above it. And this in turn gradually changes the muscle balance, affects the position of the organs and the pressure within the body cavities. This means that the condition of the spine, lower back and neck also changes. The course consists of 5 modules. The workload will be built up gradually, from gentle muscle activation to more intensive work with the whole body. The first module includes self-massage techniques. The second module is dedicated to working with a ball and myofascial release, as well as developing the arch of the foot. The third module is a full-fledged strength training session aimed at strengthening the muscular pose framework. The fourth module focuses on developing the walking pattern, which is one of the most important modules. And the fifth module is a bonus, featuring additional techniques that will help maintain and deepen your results. The course is structured in such a way that it first identifies the tense and weak areas of the body. The point is that tension is maintained for a specific purpose, which has a psychological meaning for the individual, most often connected to fears, limiting beliefs, and destructive moral patterns. That's why, by working with the feet, we automatically influence the psyche as well, creating new support not only for the body, but also for the personality. That is why the first days of the course will be dedicated to activating the tissues. Through gentle self-massage and stretching, we will release the body from accumulated tension and rigid patterns. And only after that, once we have a freer, cleansed foundation, do we begin to fill the body with new conscious meanings and movements. This is true transformation, not only releasing tension, but also replacing old patterns with new ones. If you are ready to restore your connection with your foundation and rebuild it, I invite you to take this journey with me. All we will need for this is just a chair, a foam roller for myofascial release, a block, and a ball. This could be a tennis ball, a yoga mat strap, or a special belt, or even a rolled up towel. And of course, a regular towel, which will be an indispensable tool for working on our feet. So let's get started.